Beware the exceedingly high priced service along with the arrogant attitude about this company, right? Not a great experience. I thought the worker was not interested to work, so left. All right. Ill-mannered and rude. Guys, you don't have to take these bad reviews anymore. Let me show you how to remove them. Watch this.
I love you, brother, and I'll never forget you.
All right, what's going on, guys? So in today's video, we're going to talk about reviews. In case this is your first time here, this is the area that I specialize in right here, Google Maps. This is the most clicked area on Google, and the gasoline that powers maps is reviews. Hey guys, so in the rest of the video, I'm going to show you how to remove this bad review because it greatly affects your business. However, I created a GPT that does it in just 30 seconds. Let me show you just real quick, right? So I created this bad removal GPT. All you do is take the review, you copy it, you put it into the bad review GPT. You just click the link. It's in the description below, and it's in the first comment. I'll pin it, and it shows you the review policy violation. See this right here? Inappropriate or offensive content, and then it also provides the link right here. You click the link. This is what you have to report: offensive or inappropriate content or personal attack. It gives you the rule that it breaks. It's $97. I'm only selling 100 of them, right? Link is in the description, and it's the first comment. All right, let me show you how to remove the reviews if you want to do it by hand. You really want to be above a 4.5 in regards to reviews. See this rating right here? It says 4.9, and this one says 4.9, right? So Google will not promote you if you have a 3.0 rating or a 2.9 Google ranking, right? Review ranking. They're just not going to promote you. So it really is in your best interest to get reviews and get 5-star reviews if possible, right? So that's the easiest way to rank for any keyword. If you're looking to rank on Google and you just want to do one keyword, for example, plumber, dentist, electrician, make sure you have a page on your website that clearly says you're an electrician in Tampa. In your Google business profile, make sure your category is electrician, if you're an electrician, of course. And try to get 5 to 10 reviews talking about your brand, ABC Electrical, that they're an electrician in Tampa, right? Right off the gate, right? Brand new business. That's exactly what I would do. And I'll tell you what, you're going to rank on Google Maps. You may not be here. You may not be in the first 3 right away, especially when you're going against somebody who has 1,800 reviews or 764. It's going to take a little while. But you will be probably in the top 10. Most definitely you'll be in the top 10, right? So you want to make sure that your customers use your brand, ABC Electrical. They want to use the technician that came out to visit them, that you were affordable. Don't make sure that when you get a review that they're not overly I don't want to say happy, overly enthusiastic about your service, because for some reason, Google feels if you're overly enthusiastic that it's a fake review, right? So you want to really just say that they did a good job, they were affordable, they were on time, they were clean. You want to use the business name and the owner's name. But now and the service that they provided, right? You want to use that. But let's go on the other end. Let's go to like your competition or an electrician that you hired for 2 weeks that was late every day. And now you have to fire this guy that you really depended on. And now he goes home and he writes a bad review. And you don't know what to say because you know it was him because you just fired the guy. And 2 days later, you get this review from John Smith that says, oh, this is a terrible place. They can't do anything right. They do stuff like that. See, the good thing that I want you to know is that when somebody writes a bad review, most of the time they write on emotion. They're so angry that they're going to break Google's review policy. That's the good news for you, right? The good news for you is that they're probably going to break. They're not going to state the technician's name. Very rarely, they're just going to write on pure emotion. Now, Google has a review policy where they will remove the review if it goes against the policy. What I see business owners doing instead of having the review removed because they don't know is that they apologize. Right away, they apologize. I say never apologize. I say, I seem to be I'm looking in the database and I don't see your name in our database. It's possible that you have us confused with another company. Remember, when you're writing that review, you're not writing it back to the person who wrote it. You're writing it back to a new client who's reading it, right? So you certainly don't want to argue with that person because it makes you seem like, that maybe you're going to be argumentative. So what I would say is I just don't see you in the database, right? But some of these reviews are fake, and you know it was from that electrician that you fired 2 weeks ago, or you know it was from the competition, right? So how do we deal with those? Well, Google has a review policy that's about 108 pages long when you click all the links, by the time you click all the links. Let's take a look. Hey guys, so I do client work, right? I do website design and I do local SEO. That's on Google Maps, right? I get you ranked on Google Maps. If this is something that you'd like to do, just come over to my website. It's mindsaw.com. Just click the Talk With Me button and we'll set up a 5 or 10 minute consultation just to see if we're a good fit for you, right? Mindsaw.com. Click the Talk With Me button. Thanks, guys. All right, guys. So this is Google's review policy, and it's really long. But you know what? If you have a review, right, that was, had something to do with like terroristic content or adult themed content, like that, you could just come here and at no charge, right, because it doesn't cost anything, but you just got to do the digging yourself. But I'm going to put the link in the description below so you have this, right? So this is everything that you need. And I'm also going to put the link to complain about the review, to have the review removed, rather, right? I'm going to put those 2 links in there. I'm also going to put my GPT in there, right? If you want to buy the GPT, that's maybe a good idea, right? It takes 30 seconds, goes through everything. I have all of these pages I have uploaded into the GPT. So it's pulling all of Google's information. It's give you the answer real quick. Now, here's one thing. When you complain about, when you want the review removed, right? How do I say this? If you keep getting rejected, Google's going to see you as a pest, right? So you can't keep putting in, if you get a bunch of bad reviews and they don't, that's the reason why I say get the GPT. But listen, you think that it was misrepresentation, they should take it down. So you put the reason misrepresentation, but it's not. You misread it. And if Google keeps denying your request, they're going to see you as a pest, and they're just going to put your name, in the sandbox. So to manage the Google reviews, it's not going to work anymore, right? So you want to make sure that each time that you put in to have a review removed, that you're going to hit a home run with it, that it's going to be removed, right? That's why I say get the GPT. But a lot of people don't have the $97. I understand it. That's why I'm trying to show you how to do it for free. Just make sure that you have the right category and make sure that it's violating that Google policy, right? That's the thing. That's super, super important. But you know what else is important? I'm going to tell you what else is important. Taking care of your family. That's the thing that's really important. I realize that you're watching these videos because you want to better nobody's watching these videos for beer money, right? Nobody's watching this video because I'm so entertaining. That's not why anybody's watching these videos. You're watching these videos because you're trying to improve your business. And that's why I make these videos, because I was there one time. I couldn't find anybody who explained anything clear. And once I had enough information and I knew how to rank on Google Maps, I started making videos. And my videos are far from the best, right? There's so many really good people. I don't know how they must have went to some type of polishing school, because they never say or they're just, a lot of these guys that do this are really, really perfect, and I admire their hard work. But I'm not a very good speaker, but what I'm very, very good at is getting the information, being able to present information clearly so that you could understand that, right? That's the thing that I do best, right? So be good to your family. While you just had 10 bad reviews, please don't take it out on your family. I used to do that, right? Don't take it out on your family. Always be good to your family. Always help out around the house. I know you're working a full time. This business may be a second gig, and you're working 18 hours a day. I understand. I was there, right? I was a police officer during the day, and then when I finished my shift, I would go and I would do this. So, I had a lot of pressure on me. But always be good to your family, be good to your wife, be good to your kids. That's the real important thing. Be really good to your kids. And if you're living alone, because I've done that also, make sure that you're nice to your neighbors, and call somebody every day. That's important. Right? Okay, guys, I wish everybody the best. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow, and get rid of those bad reviews. All right, guys, bye.